So today I'm going to talk about Lulu. I hired Lulu just before the pandemic, like literally weeks before the pandemic hit. And I call Lulu my cleaning fairy. I don't like cleaning lady. I don't like maid. I don't like muchacha. She's my cleaning fairy. So she comes once a week when she can. Because of the pandemic, I pretty much paid her to stay home last year. And, there's a lot of weeks where she doesn't make it, and we have an arrangement about that. Like this week, she's supposed to come on Thursdays. Now we're trying to settle into a day, and she ended up coming on Saturday. But I absolutely love having Lulu in my life. I trust her with my house. I trust her with my dog. Like sometimes I can leave in the afternoon and let her lock up. So I come up on cleaning day, and my bedroom looks like a hotel. Look at how beautiful. I mean, I make my bed every morning, but she does it like really like a hotel. In the bathroom, she'll change towels, just like a hotel. She'll do the little V on the toilet paper so that I know she's passed. If I leave this door open, she knows to do the floor and the dresser. Bonita really likes her. Like she'll come and say hi to her when she comes in the morning. But then, she does the whole house, does all the floors, and so she starts up here, and then while she's working up here, I'm in my office downstairs and I'm working. And usually we time it perfectly that by the time she ends up downstairs and she's ready to do my office or my little bathroom, I'm ready for breakfast because I have breakfast really late. And then so she'll come and do my office. She does not tidy up, which is why my desk is a disaster. But then she'll do the bathroom, and then I'll come back in once this is done, and then she'll do the rest of the house. And Bonita, by that point, Bonita is happy to come back and sleep with me, and she's not walking all over the wet floor. And, the rooms that are not quite ready, she does what she can. Like in here, she'll just make sure the floors are done. She always makes sure this is company ready when she leaves. So, and with a fresh towel. So if I have anybody over, I leave these doors all open because of the natural light that comes through. When I end up, doing more renovations, I plan to put doors that have windows at the tops, like a transom almost, so that I have the natural light coming in. And then in here, she's got kind of like her little pile of things that she's gonna be able to take with her. Every few months, she gets a little flete, which is like a moving truck, and she picks up stuff that I'm giving away. Like I'm gonna give her the turquoise unit here. She's had all my blinds and these nightstands, shoe stand. So it's a little extra to help her. Sometimes some of the things she keeps for herself, and other times she resells. So up to like $1 value, I'm happy to just give her things I don't have to worry about reselling. And then it gives her a little bit of extra pocket money. Living room, just beautiful. It's just so nice when she passes. Dining room. And then she finishes with the kitchen, obviously. Now, the big thing, people say, oh, you've got a cleaning lady. It's so easy now for you to keep your house clean. And yes and no. When I first started, I could not have a cleaning lady do the whole house because I would have one room where I would just put stuff. I started off, I never wanted anybody touching the kitchen because it was just such a disaster all the time. And I didn't want people to see what a disaster it was. But having her come, and she's here almost every week now, it's almost, and there's enough of a chance now that the pandemic is kind of settling down that it's more likely than not that she's going to be here. I'm a lot better about resetting the house once or twice a week ahead of her coming. Like I've noticed that because she's doing all the heavy lifting, she does the bathrooms, she scrubs the stove, she'll clean up the fridge once in a while, that I have more time to do the other things, like just the general tidying up, and chores that I don't really like her doing. Like I've caught her cleaning the ceiling fans, but I don't really want her on the ladder. But she'll do that. I've seen her, she'll take that blind down and do the blind. But I just noticed that having that extra time in the week that I'm not worrying about these things frees me up for other things. She's paid, people say that I pay her very well, but she travels quite a distance to come into town. So I basically pay her for her travel, and her rate includes food. Like I don't have to supply food. Occasionally, depending on my schedule, I might order us lunch, or I might go pick up Chinese food around the corner or something, and then that's like an extra treat. But normally, she knows her wage includes her transportation and it includes her food. So I don't think I pay her that excessively. And if she's got a day where she can't come, now I only pay her like what her hours would be. I don't pay her for the transport anymore because it got to a point where it was a little bit, it was getting a little bit excessive, and she knew she was going to get paid if she came or not. And I thought, well, you know, especially now there's not as many excuses. I mean, of course, if she's in a small village in the south of the city, and if there's no transportation, there's no transportation. It's a holiday or something. But we've got a really good rapport. She's just really easygoing. I don't really have, like, sometimes I'll point out to her, I'll say, oh, can you make sure that that's dusted today? But I'm not very fussy. I really am not. You know, and if she misses a spot or there's still dust on something, it's not a big deal. I'll just come behind her. You know, I don't expect the house to be perfect, especially since I don't keep it perfectly for her to clean. But I really love it. Like when she's here, it's just so nice. And then today it just so happens that tomorrow my yard guy is going to be here at the same time. So I'm going to have like 2 days in a row, and my house inside and out is going to be beautiful for the next week. Bonita's going to be happy because she loves supervising my gardening guy. But yeah, so that's kind of how I've managed to keep, you know, this big house really nice and livable. I mean, I had made the goal that I was going to do the absolute minimum to keep it nice. I said, I'm not going to move in a house this size if I'm not going to take proper care of it. But having that extra help helps. And, you know, and what I pay her for a day compared to what I earn in a day, it's not worth it for me to be spending the 8 hours a week cleaning. Like, that's really what it came down to. It was like, it probably needs about 8 hours a week total between her and me. So one thing that I did do this week, I keep going through mops because I want to do my floors more often than once a week because they're just always dirty. And I just keep going through mops trying to find a solution that works for me. She does the traditional method here of using a squeegee with cloth. That's how they wash the floors here. I'm more of a mop person. So I have this one here that I really like for spot cleaning. Like, I'll do the kitchen with this one. And I just fill that. I have a mop filling station outside in the service corridor outside the kitchen. And this is great for doing small sections. Like, I'll usually have some water in here, and I can actually keep it for a couple of days and it doesn't go bad because I'm just like spot cleaning. But you can't do the whole house. And finally, I saw this one ages ago. This is a pedal one with your foot. And I've seen this one ages ago, and a lot of people said, if you hate mopping, this is the mop for you. And I've just been waiting for it to show up in Mexico. And it finally did, in a brand that I can trust. I bought it at Chedraui this week, and it was like 700 pesos. So I'm going to try that for a bit and see, try getting in the habit of doing the floors maybe twice a week on top of her. And then the mop part, the top part comes right off and goes in the washing machine. So we'll see about that, but I think that'll really improve my quality of life, I think, especially with young Miss here. I mean, I just came in from running errands, and luckily I had a towel out, so I was able to get her paws clean. Otherwise, I would have already had dog prints all through the house. So, and then tomorrow I know for sure I will because she's out playing in the water when Juan is here. So anyway, so that's my beautiful house. I'm so grateful. I still can't believe that all of this is mine, and you know, I can start thinking long term, and it's just, yeah, it's a real blessing.